Greetings and welcome to another EdTech tip with me, Ronnie from Greenbush. This week's tech tip is Classroomscreen.com. It's what I'm going to call a Swiss Army knife for classroom management and engagement in the EdTech world. Think classroom timers, think markup tools, think grouping items. There's all these different kind of tech tools that a lot of you probably utilize, but did you know that there's a Swiss Army knife out there that has them all in one spot? Check out Classroomscreen.com to check it out. So first off, we've got language. That one's pretty straightforward. You can select the language that Classroom Screen's available in. Next, we've got background. We can select a different background image for what we see here. Next, we've got a random name generator. Type one name per line. Then whenever you get the names in there, you click choose and it will automatically choose a name. So maybe you've got your class roster saved on a Google Doc or something like that. All you've got to do is copy and paste that in there and you've got yourself a random name picker. So the next one we have here is sound level, and this will actively monitor the level of volume within your classroom. And this is great to give students a visual feedback on how much noise they are making or not making within the classroom. The next one is a QR code generator, and this will turn any website that you can throw at it into a QR code. So I'm going to type in twitter.com. hit return, and it automatically changes to a different QR code. If I take a picture of that QR code with my camera app, it allows me to open that up in Twitter. Next, we have some whiteboard tools. So if I select drawing, that gets rid of our background image and I can easily draw on this space. I'm going to make that one go away because the one next to it with the little square on it makes it so we don't have to make the entire screen go away, but we still have that nice usable space where we can utilize some drawing. Next is a text box, very much like the drawing space, but instead of drawing, it allows us to type a note of whatever we want on the screen. Next, we have work symbols. This is another really great visual to allow students to know what you're wanting them to do with their voices, or even collaboratively in the classroom. You can tell them that you want them to work together, and a larger image of that will pop up. You can tell them that you want them to ask a neighbor, you can tell them to whisper, or you can tell them that it's silence time for the teacher to lead the discussion. Another nice visual is this traffic light, so you can kind of use this in conjunction with the sound level. If you notice that the sound level is getting a little bit too loud, we can give them that visual cue that it's on yellow. If we've gone a little bit too far, it's red. If everything's good to go, we're on green. Nice little visual. Next, we've got a timer tool here. We can set this to 1 minute. We can start a countdown. We have options to change it to different kinds of sounds for whenever it gets to 0. We can also change this to an interval timer, so we click start and we can give students real-time feedback on the progress that they're making. Maybe it's some kind of competition or something like that, and you want to measure their progress while they're completing the task. Hit the lap button and it keeps track of where they're at in real time. Last but not least is a classic clock, but I love that you have both digital and analog options here. You also, if you want to click the calendar button, we've got a handy dandy calendar here for students to see. So that's all of the tools down here on the bottom, but over here on the side there's a couple of kind of hidden features. We can make that toolbar go away, or with this one, it does open up in a new tab, but it allows students to conduct kind of an exit poll, and as they're leaving the room, whether you have a mouse that they would come in and interact with or a touch board, students would react to how today's lesson went, and you're going to get a real-time total of that as the instructor by clicking show results, and you get that visual feedback. That's going to do it for this week's EdTech tip. I hope you found it useful. Remember, whenever you think technology support and training, think Ronnie at Greenbush. Thank you very much.